And such is the nature of RAMCO Kerala Premier League stage this season that even 7th place LUCA Soccer Club can go into the top 3 if they beat Real Malabar Football Club this evening. And for the newcomers, hope is quickly fading, but such there are still mathematical what ifs and what thens they can take solace from, and it is that they must look towards to when they walk out this evening to play against LUCA Soccer Club. And we are live from EMS Corporation Stadium in Kohikode. This is match number 33 in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League Group A encounter. My name is Sohan Poddar and I will be calling this game from Kohikode this evening. And now let's quickly have a look at the lineups. In LUCA Soccer Club to begin with, and no changes to the starting 11 that played against FC Addicode. The side remains the same, and they must be hurting to get back on the pitch to set the things right. A quick start will surely help, but they must stop conceding goals. Sandeep is making an appearance, of course, for the opposition, but a clean sheet for Sivan is what must be important and absolutely up there in the list of things to do. And Nawaz Kevi has the unenviable task to rally his troops after a draw against FC Addicode, and that has left his team rooted at the bottom half of the table. It is important for strikers to learn from missed chances, and PV Vishnu and Shihat must do exactly that. He must bury the ghosts of that miss in the last game, and the best way to do that is to get a goal this evening. And now we move on to the away side of this evening, Real Malabar Football Club. Vinu Jose has ringed in changes. Jalal, the new player, comes into the starting 11, but the back four remains the same. And in comes Ishal, Izaj, and Nandu in midfield. But the front man has been Sajid. He will be flanked by Ishal, who is yet to get off the mark for Real Malabar in the debut season of the club. The hawk-eyed Vinu Jose sees everything, and he must know where the team needs to work the most. In fact, this point everyone knows: goals, goals, and more goals. That is what Malabar need. He elevated to the skipper Arshad this season with a slumber, and his side need him now more than ever. And top 3 still within the sides. With the likes of Charles, the Ghanaian signing, is on the bench for LUCA Soccer Club and might be an option to call upon. Ajay and Dilshad are the big names for Real Malabar on the bench. Now these are the match officials. The referee for today's game is Ajay Krishnan, and he's going to be supported by Muhammad Ashik and Abu Tahir. The fourth official for today is Alok Brito, and match commissioner Sajesh Kumar K. And so a team which has found it difficult to score against a team which cannot seem to stop conceding. So something must give tonight. And of course, Real Malabar, they look better on paper. But Vinu Jose will be the last man in the stadium today to get this for granted. And Nawaz Kevi will be telling his boys, you were almost over the line against FC Addicode. And that also acts as a staunch reminder that almost is never enough in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. And LUCA Soccer Club in 7th. They can leapfrog their bitter rivals Gokulam with 1 point tonight. They will be fighting against the ignominy of being at the bottom half. These two new clubs to where they are right now. So they must fight and fight hard and play. They must and play not just with the heart but also with skill and prudence. Another big game today, and what a moment for this man as well. He has played in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League earlier, just 6 minutes, but it is his first start of the game.
Number 14,
Shahid, the skipper of LUCA Soccer Club, likes to operate from the left-hand side.
Subin KK midfielder. Number
He's
19,
certainly
Mohammad
a
Shakib
player to
central
watch
defensive
out
defender.
for from
Number
Real Malabar
21,
Football Club's
Shizin goalkeeper.
perspective,
30,
who will be
Mohammad
oozing
Rabiu
with confidence
midfielder.
after a win
46,
in
Bibin
the last
Chairman
game against
midfielder.
Wayanad
66,
United.
Mohammad Jihad defender.
That was 7 days
Substitutes.
ago.
Number 6, Mohammad
This
Ajmal
evening they
Sajid
were up against LUCA
midfielder.
Soccer Club.
Number 10, Charles of your
The start has
four
been a bit of a
forward.
struggle
Number
for the
17,
team in
Ashwin
blue.
midfielder.
A couple
Number
of draws,
23, Prasodit midfielder.
beginning their campaign
Number
with a
26,
0-0 against
Ziad Hussein
FC
Khan
Kerala
goalkeeper.
in the
Number
month of
32,
January,
Tufail KP
followed by a
defender.
1-1 in the
Number
last
48,
game.
Cynthia
That was
Dawood
against
midfielder.
FC Alicod,
77,
and
Mohammad
Fees
Zafar defender.
scoring an own
99,
goal
Joshua
in that
Kentangi
particular encounter
forward.
helped Luka
Real
Soccer Club to
Malabar
salvage a
jersey,
point.
colour jersey, yellow and white.
Jersey number
Jersey
19,
number 6,
Shahid,
Shahid Ali
the
defender.
skipper. A
Number
lot is going
11,
to rest on his
Alamko KP
shoulders.
midfielder. Number
He's going to
23,
be
Artis
Luka
Sophie,
Soccer
captain of the
Club's
team
option
defender.
in terms
40,
of
Ashik.
going forward from the
41,
left hand
Fahmi.
side, and Mohammad
43,
Lutaif
Ziad Hussain
to the
defender.
right, Bivin
44,
Boban and
Mohammad
Sukhil,
Ishaq midfielder.
the two in
46,
midfield.
Mohammad Nijaz
Cyril
midfielder.
will be
47,
partnering Vishnu
Mohammad Jalal
up top.
midfielder. 51,
And
Sandeep
Arshad, the right full back.
goalkeeper.
Ziad is going to
99,
start on the left.
Safifi forward.
And Mohammad Rafi and
Substitutes.
Badish, the two
Jersey
centre
number 8,
backs,
Mohammad Basil
with
forward.
Sibin Mohammed
Number
between the
12,
sticks.
Rashid TP
And
midfielder.
talking about Real Malabar Football Club, they are shaped up in a 4-2-3-1.
Amal Manas
We will come back to that.
Amshad again
And FC Alicod, of course, are fighting against the battle. They do not want to be last. Vinu Jose, who will know that there is too much history behind him at this club in the past and too much glory to ignore and continue to stay where they are. Of course, it's a long process. As for Lucas Soccer Club, they have to look back at the KPL record and they will know that there is so much more to come from this particular team. Lucas Soccer Club, the designated home side this evening in the traditional blue. Real Malabar, the newbies of the league, in the yellow jerseys and white strips. It's going to be a cracker of a contest. Another game going on in the Maharajas College ground. This is a Group B encounter. Double headers daily in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. So, well, both the teams have shown some strengths, with Real Malabar Football Club clearly better at winning points in comparison to Lucas Soccer Club. But on their day, the Blues can be difficult to deal with. Will there be a cutting edge to play through? And Nawaz has had similar moments in front of goal. He has seen one-on-one missed, woodwork rattled, questions were asked, and they brought in Sybil for answers. He hasn't been able to provide one this evening. Will we see that change when they look into the mirror? These two teams must see the reflection of the past. It is almost unnerving what stares back at them. Lucas Soccer Club were fifth at this point last season and had more points. Real Malabar are placed ahead of them now, but with the same issues. They had valor, they had prudence, but they need to be sharper and more ruthless. This evening, those abilities will be tested. An early challenge. Keeping hold of the ball, Lucas Soccer Club trying to spend little time on the ball, trying to settle down, trying to find that little rhythm. And now from the left hand side, here's the jersey number 46, Ijaz, on the second ball very quickly. There was Faiz, the left full back, and now he's making an underlapping run, coming in the middle, adding another extra body in attack. Quickly outnumbered by Lucas Soccer Club's compact midfield. The shape is going to be very crucial against Real Malabar. They will look to get back to winning ways, and sometimes not winning games can become a bit of a habit. And now from the left hand side, here comes Lucas Soccer Club. Deflection and runs straight to the Real Malabar FC goalkeeper Sandeep, who is between the sticks for this one. A clean sheet in the last game will boost his confidence. LUCA Soccer Club also managed to keep a clean sheet against FC Kerala. That was their opening game. And now he's been denied space on the right flank, committing a foul instead. That is the number 44, Mohammad Ishal. Talking about the shape of Real Malabar, Sandeep between the sticks, as I've mentioned earlier, Shahid and Faiz, the two wing backs, Ziad and Arshad, are going to be marshalling the defense, with Jalal and Asif, the two holding midfielders, and Nandu slightly up top, and those three in midfield will be forming a midfield diamond. And Ishad and Ijaz is going to provide the width. Here's the latter, low cross into the box, a shooting chance. Takes a deflection, and the first corner of the game goes in favor of Real Malabar Football Club. What a start for the team in yellow. And as I was describing this shape, look at that. He was allowed some time and space into the area. Now the shot is reversed. And first corner, too much height on it. Headed back. And finally clearing their lines, LUCA Soccer Club. And now accelerating. Here is Sajid. He is looking for options. Eventually it's been retrieved. Concentrating more about keeping the ball and passing it around, LUCA Soccer Club. They are famed for doing that. They loves to keep it on the deck and rotate it around. Trying to work the channels before looking out for that adventurous ball up front. Probably a method that comes from the system that they are being trained at in the LUCA Soccer Club. Right from the youth level, this team is doing a remarkable job in terms of developing this particular sport in the region. They played in the All India level tournaments and showed the real possession football and finished just 1 point behind the champions of KPL 1920, Kerala Blasters, and won over Gokulam Kerala in very first home game. An academy side played in very first Kerala Academy League as well, and the whole tournament will be remembered for their remarkable performance in all categories. And because of the pandemic, the Football Association could not complete the tournament. The coming seasons, LUCA Soccer Club is getting ready for various tournaments like the AIFF Second Division I League, a futsal tournament as well. Kerala Premier League is one of their prime targets this season. And one eye will be on the trophy. Still far-fetched from that. An outside of the boot pass, chested down brilliantly by Rafi. Rafi and Badish, the two centre-back pairings of LUCA Soccer Club. That's a fine ball, and he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Could draw first blood, and the keeper saves, and the rebound is put out of the danger area. Quick reaction from Sahid, and not taking any risks whatsoever. For the first clear-cut chance, falling in favour of LUCA Soccer Club. They got to be careful. Real Malabar. Ball dinked in. Couldn't get a touch. Just goes over Sajid. Got to be watchful. Real Malabar in the opening exchanges. And Faiz puts it towards his support on the left flank. That was Ijaz. The ball has gone out. Throw in for LUCA Soccer Club. Just 6.5 minutes on the clock. No goals so far between these two teams. And Rafi takes the throw in, a flick on. Not finding any blue shirt on the end of it. In fact, it was Asif who scored the winner for Real Malabar against Wayanad on 17th Feb. You can see 4 yellow shirts pressing high. And LUCA Soccer Club getting more numbers behind the ball. And now it's with the number 12, Vishnu, who played in the South Zone Inter-University Championship for Kannur University. Now Badish, a 20 years old youngster, has he beaten the offside trap? No, he hasn't. And Shibil CK flagged off, the 25 years old, who is partnered by Vishnu. As I was talking about Badish, the centre back, who played for Kerala Blasters reserve team and won the RAMCO Kerala Premier League in 2019 season. So he has already attested a success. He knows what it feels to win this. And now out wide towards Ijaz. And Ijaz has got Arshad to deal with. Eventually Arshad wins the individual duel. There's still plenty of time left though to correct it for the number 46 Mohammad Ishal. A heavy touch resulting into a throw-in for Real Malabar. Nawaz will be desperate for a victory after a slow start to his career at LUCA Soccer Club. Both the teams yet to settle down. A couple of entries into the area. Prime among them was Sajid's star chance. He was completely one-on-one with Shibin. Managed to work the goalkeeper. Couldn't find the back of the net. And LUCA Soccer Club now planning their next move from the right hand side. The ball just escaping Sajid. And no nonsense clearance from Arshad. Ziad cushions it. Here is Arshad. Played for Gokulam Kerala. Also for NSS Manjari college team. Also represented the state of Kerala in the under-21 state championship. That was held in 2019. Good possession football from LUCA Soccer Club. Playing the ball to feet inside their own area. Only three at the back. Bibin is dropping in between the gap created by the two centre backs while they drift out wide, and the full backs, the likes of Arshad and Ziad, pushing higher up the pitch, creating more passing angles in the middle. On the flip side, Real Malabar pressing high, trying to stay passive, allowing the likes of the fullbacks to stay deep and tie up in LUCA Soccer Club's wingers in Shahid and Mohammad Al-Taif. And that will allow the entire team to be passive, given the fact the Real Malabar Football Academy trying to cut off the passing lanes into midfield and forcing LUCA Soccer Club to take the aerial route, go direct. They are aware of the fact they are a much better side while keeping the ball in the deck. They have certainly reaped dividends in the past. We saw that last season as well. It was an inconsistent campaign, but that particular game against FC Kerala on 6th March, we saw how threatening the LUCA Soccer Club can be, and that was their 3-0 victory against FC Kerala. Shidek Bala, Dahir and Akbar got on the score sheets. They have got their new signings. The man from Ghana, Charles, who is on the bench. It will be interesting to see when he comes on, when Nawaz Kevi decides to introduce the Ghanaian in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League, and certainly what an ovation he will receive. The players mostly from the African contingents among foreigners have been impressive so far in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. In Group A, Guy Harman, he's been brilliant. Feseti Tirur, and also Kanute, Omri Baird. That's a nice 1-2, opened up gap, could be the first opening goal. Hits the bottom of the post and ricochets off. He's well within shooting distance. Just nicked away. What a moment that was for LUCA Soccer Club. a couple of times. Shahid Sajid going one on one, and that shot might have taken a coat of paint off the post, beating the goalkeeper. Unlucky not to have scored. Ricochets off the woodwork, and no damage done. Twice, Real Malabar Football Club surviving the LUCA Soccer Club. A wasteful start for them in the first quarter. They would have been up by 2 goals. They have had the better chances between the two teams this evening. Nothing threatening so far going forward from Real Malabar. On that count, LUCA Soccer Club much better. This is what this particular team is known for, their industrious play. A beautiful scoop over the defense line. He's going to be offside. Jersey number 66, Jihad. Charles and Joshua Denny, who got few minutes for LUCA Soccer Club in that 0-0 against FC Kerala. He will be itching to get a few minutes this evening as well. For LUCA Soccer Club, their scoring woes continues. Just 1 goal scored so far in 2 matches, and that too coming via an own goal. On the flip side, Real Malabar, they also scored 1. Defense have been leaky, conceding 8 goals in 3 games. A 7-0 defeat into the hands of SAT Tirur, the league leaders, followed by a 1-0 defeat to LT's International Football Academy. But in the last game, they fought back. That COVID-19 break also helping Vinu Jose to revamp the side, get the side together, train together, develop combination play. And they spent a lot of hours in the training ground, and that shows on the pitch. So far, not a good start. Already committing a couple of errors at the back. Something which they got to avoid. Something which they got to resolve. The number 46, Ijaz, trying to show him a pair of heels, but Rafi comes across to stop that move. Ijaz was galloping in, closely marked by Arshad and Ziad. One more corner for Real Malabar Football Academy. Corner taken. Target is the back post. In comes the header of target. That was number 43, winning the header at the back post for Real Malabar. Ziad and now Rafi. This has been the issue of LUCA Soccer Club, building up from behind. Real Malabar just cutting down the passing lanes to midfield and closing down their nearby pivot, that is Bibin Boban. Whenever the ball is at the feet of a LUCA Soccer Club defender, one of the strikers in Sajid and Ijaz chasing the player with possession, and Sajid providing a shadow cover to LUCA Soccer Club's single pivot in Bivin, closing him down and forcing the likes of Rafi and Badish to give away possession. Vinu Jose and his plan are working out so far successfully. They are making it very difficult for LUCA Soccer Club to get their smooth passing going. It's not been fluid so far. They had to face a lot of obstacles. And Real Malabar making sure, making trying to make things difficult for Luca. Away from one, he rolls it down the line for Sajid. Sajid has got Nandu inside him. Picks out Nandu. There's going to be a free kick for Luca Soccer Club from a very, very interesting area. Closer to goal this time, 20 yards out. And chance for Luca Soccer Club to get the first shot. The number 12 of PV Vishnu was fouled, who played in the Inter-University Championship for Kannur University. And now he will fancy just this. Set pieces have been important for all the teams in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. Real Malabar Sandeep had to face a couple of close moments. And this time the free kick is straight into the wall, picks up the rebound. It turned into a pass. It's still in the area. Headed away. Drops outside the box. Chasing behind to collect it is a number 66 Jihad. Knocks it back. Lofting it. He's got time and space to cross it in. In comes the cross. Cleared by Badish. By Arshad, pardon me. Exceptional positional play. A perfect organization at the back of Real Malabar Football Club. They're not giving away on their principle of building out from the back. LUCA Soccer Club. They're still trying to do so. Arshad. Also played for Malappuram in the senior district level. He's got a lot of experience under his belt. Still unbeaten so far. LUCA Soccer Club, but a draw is not enough in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. You got to win your games. Real Malabar looking for that punt upfield. Was the skipper earning a throw in. 20 minutes already on the clock. It's still 0-0. Number 99 is fronted by a couple of blue shirts, and now turning away is the number 47 Jalal. Those midfield battles are getting interesting. Shukil. He played for Gokulam in the Hero Elite League and also played for MES Mampad in the TNI Inter-College football tournament, which was conducted by the Indian Express. And now gets the better of his marker. And the number 12 was waiting in the box. A heavy touch from Vishnu. Last night as well, the game between Gokulam Kerala and SAT Tirur ending in a stalemate. We've gone nearly 111 minutes without a single goal in 1.5 games in Group B. In Group A, pardon me, Group B is flooded with goals. A 2-1 win for Kerala United last night. They're showing their early dominance. Bino George's side. And here is LUCA. Finished at the bottom in the scoreline Kerala Women's League. The men's side will be looking for a men's. Shahid knocks it behind. Shibin, he played for Gokulam Kerala as well. Ziad was available for option, deciding to go down the middle. The loose ball runs straight towards Ziad. One is a number 43 and another one number 66. Both the Jiads. One who plays as a right full back for LUCA South Club, and the other one is a centre back of Real Malabar. And after losing possession very quickly, Malabar Football Club getting into their defensive transition. And there is a free kick from 35 yards out. They will look to make something of this set piece. Only two left behind, all trotted up, crowding the penalty region. The goalkeeper says, "My ball," and get there first. Shibin. Ruffy. Plays it short, clever flick. And only to a yellow shirt. The Lucas Soccer Club's residential football academy operates a football program for age group under 21 through under 18. And before the eligible age, a player can join the academy as a full or part-time student athletes at the age of 12. And the LUCA Calasio and LUCA Soccer Club schools and that is spread over Malappuram and offer talented boys and a chance to train from the age of 5 to 11 and before joining the feeder teams of the academy from the age of 13. And that's a high ball. And fortunate enough, no yellow shirt was attacking the ball from the right hand side. The support did come in, but it was too late by then. He commits a foul instead. That is injury to Badish, the youngster. In the soccer program of Lucas Soccer Club, the player to understand the game, show the right attitude in training, and know about tactics and what a position demands from them. They need to develop the skills to evaluate the game, read and intercept situations, and also show tactical intelligence. They challenge players constantly. They put them in a competitive environment and test how fast they can adapt to different situations. And the encouragement to the players from Lucas Oil Club. They try to be creative and it makes them think outside the box. The way they look at his situations and the decisions that they make is what will differentiate their players from the others. And the professional development is supported by the club and also providing opportunity to train at academies. And they guarantee them the highest level of competition by regularly playing against the best youth teams in the tournament in and outside Kerala. We have the first drinks break of this evening. It's goalless between Lucas Soccer Club and Real Malabar Football Club. The players getting hydrated. The academy's focus is the long-term development of individual players, a process that Lucas Soccer Club enables to pursue a career in professional football and to represent India at the national level and also in the international level. They are the sole representatives of Malappuram in the top division league of Kerala football, and that is the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. Sukhil near the center circle. He was compelled to play it back. No way forward for LUCA Soccer Club. They are struggling to beat Real Malabar Football Club's high press, forcing them to commit a foul, a free kick for the team in yellow. Sometimes having prolonged possession can be a bit of an issue for teams. Creativity is what matters at the end of the day. They have got the supply line, but the end product is missing so far. The ball floated into the area, a towering header from Rafi, giving away possession in a very, very dangerous area, and a clumsy challenge on Nandu. Real Malabar winning a free kick again. A bit of a sloppy defending from LUCA Soccer Club. They're struggling to muster up anything on the other end of the pitch. They've had their moments in the opening 15 minutes. A couple of chances being wasted. And now Real Malabar Football Club. They're looking to fight back and looking to take the game to the team in blue. And it is the number 41 over this Faiz, the left back. Jalal is also close to him. Faiz takes it, side-footed attempt, beaten away by the goalkeeper. He padded it inside the box instead, and the follow-up shot is also saved by Shibin, who makes a double save in the end. And that was the side-footed attempt. Keeper parries it, not strong enough. The follow-up shot also saved by Shibin, who kept his eyes on the ball, stood at the right spot. And now Sandeep is off his mark. There could be a chance here for LUCA Soccer Club. Quick feed there from Vishnu. A strong challenge coming in from Ziad. And now working the ball from right to left. The support comes in. Vishnu is offside. The ball was well out of his reach as well. Half an hour gone so far. This game lacking pace. It's been a slow game so far, with low intensity in passing. Keeper had to come a long way out, Shibin, to arrest the situation. And now Faiz, he will trot up from his left full back's position to take the throw in. Taken shot, finds Ijaz. Ijaz skips past one challenge, attacks the byline. It's a high cross and a deep delivery, nodded down, shooting chance, flicks it over. It's still live onto the left side and it's gone over the bar. And in fact, it was the number 47 Jalal. His attempt from the edge of the danger area goes over. A bit of a pressure applied by the Real Malabar Football Club. Struggling to keep this step up. The team in yellow, the team in blue. A shot on their foot. The win will take them to 5 points in third place. And above them is going to be Kerala Police and SAT Tirur. And now down the line for Sajid. Sajid has found the options in the middle. Shibil. High boot. There from the number 43, Ziad. And now play stopped. That's a foul on number 30, Mohammad Lutaif, who also played for LUCA Soccer Club in the LIFA a Youth Cup football tournament. A free kick from far out. Real Malabar cannot afford to take anything for granted, even though this free kick is from about 35-40 yards out. In case he gets in and the delivery in the right area, something can happen. Having a hold with Ziad. The audacious is possible. When Sukil is on the ball, the keeper feasting it. There's a throw in from the right hand side. Ziad playing it short. He's got a man behind him. Shahid turns and delivers. Headed towards the box. A man was racing onto it. But coming away with the ball is Real Malabar. They can throw on a counter. Using the pace and sprint of number 46 Ijaz. That was a great recovery challenge from Ziad, who was tracking back. Just giving Ijaz a feeler that this is what you're in for this evening. Rafi. And looking up. And those diamond in midfield in Jalal, Asif and Nandu. They like to press high. And they like to attack quick as well. And they've got a lot of energy. Killing the spaces in midfield. Real Malabar. Vishnu on the ball, fouled in the center circle. Time and again he had to drop back to provide support in midfield, which has gone into tatters so far. The only solution to that could be playing Shibil and Sukil in tandem in midfield. Wingers these days are space orchestrators, allows other players to get into dangerous situations. This might be the moment for LUCA Soccer Club. Here's the pullback and the decisive touch. And finally they have managed to knock the door down. The deadlock is broken by Vishnu. And LUCA Soccer Club goes 1-0 ahead against Real Malabar. And third time lucky, the team in blue. And look at that, he's got time and space for that pullback to pick out a man. Vishnu was rushing in, and that was an easy tap in. The goalkeeper was beaten, all ends up, Sandeep. And now, how do the Real Malabar Football Club react to this?
LUCA സോക്കർ ക്ലബിന് വേണ്ടി ഗോൾ നേടിയത് മത്സരത്തിന്റെ 37-ാം മിനിറ്റിൽ ജേഴ്സി നമ്പർ 12 PV വിഷ്ണു.
Time and again I've spoken about Jalal, Asif and Nandu of Real Malabar. Their midfield diamond looked very exciting, very quick as well, likes to press high in a way, allows the fullbacks to go forward as well. LUCA Soccer Club very clever, playing defensive, looking only to counter with those two strikers, Sibyl and Vishnu. They know they've got Vishnu in there, who can do the magic up front by keeping a compact defense. And the number 12 providing them with that moments of brilliance. And now searching ball and losing out the physical battle. Nandu staying strong there. Badish using his upper body strength brilliantly. And now Arshad taking shot. Dominating the game, Lucas Soccer Club in terms of possession. No clear-cut chances for Real Malabar. On the flip side, Lucas Soccer Club, at least on 3 occasions, they have managed to carve out openings. They managed to breach the Real Malabar Football Club's defense. And the skipper, Arshad, number 23, goes to the referee's book for that rash challenge just near the touchline. Lucas Soccer Club looking to play possession football. They've got good technique, so they are good on the feet. And if you look at the shape, very narrow from Real Malabar, squeezing every inch of space in the center circle. Even the likes of Sajid dropping back. And Lucas Soccer Club running out of options and giving back possession to the away side. Only on the counter where they managed to hit Real Malabar. Another swinging delivery. Offside flag is up on the 40-minute mark. And Lucas Soccer Club up by a goal. And they got to be wary of their profligacy of conceding in the later stages. There's still a long way to go. Another 45 minutes lie ahead of us. Trying time for Real Malabar to get their acts together and respond once they come back from the break. That will allow time to Vinu Jose also to address the mistakes to his players. Maybe they need some words of motivation, some kind of freshening up. Vinu Jose himself, a very renowned footballer, a Tata Football Academy graduate. He played his club football for the likes of Mohan Bagan, Churchill Brothers, Vasco, for State Bank of Travancore in Kerala, FC Cochin as well. Currently holder of the AFCC license. Former India international, was a top centre-back during his playing days, represented India 4 times. Never easy donning the national jersey. During an era, it was very difficult to play football in. India have had so many quality players during that time. M. Suresh, another stalwart who hails from Kerala. And not just him, even the likes of Mahesh Gowli, Deepak Mondal, Sameer Naik. It was a bit difficult to make into the national side. A chance for Real Malabar Football Club then to respond in the first half itself. Less than 3 minutes left before heading into the break. Ball delivered, keeper is off, and he collects, very commanding within the 6 yards region. Shibin gets enough distance on his goal kick. Oh, it's flicked back, almost turning out to be a lucky touch for Sajid. Keeper just couldn't keep that in play. So corner kick for LUCA Soccer Club. Can they double their money here before heading into the break? Both the teams like a passing style, possession, quick 1-2 short ball, nice little triangles in the middle of the park. There's the gap. The pass was a tad too heavy, not in sync with the option present in the box. Badish and Rafi are not tested so far. Vinu Jose would want his troops to attack and test the LUCA Soccer Club defense from open play. The number 99, Sajid, peels away. Here comes Real Malabar, runs out of space, but wins a corner kick for his efforts. Showing a quick turn of pace. Number 14. They've got to get their markings right. LUCA Soccer Club, they cannot afford to concede now. Ball delivered, headed away, only as far as the number 47. Jalal is still Jalal, goes for it. Takes a deflection of Rafi. Another corner for Real Malabar Football Club. They are turning the screw in this closing stages of the first half. A couple of minutes added on. 2 minutes of stoppage time left in this. Here is a corner. Header comes in. Off target again. An excellent leap. Just climbing over the number 15, Badish. Managing to get his header away. Couldn't keep it on target. Half chances for Real Malabar Football Club. They will have to convert them into full chances when they come back after the break. Didn't have the legs to catch it up. Ijaz. And the entire rebuilding process starts via Shibin, the goalkeeper of LUCA. Ball retention has been a lot more quicker from the team in blue in this game. The Real Malabar Football Academy still struggling to regain control over proceedings. Not the greatest of the clearances. Forced into trouble very nearly. They've managed to hit the nail on the heads. LUCA Soccer Club plays into the minds of the players. We've been here, conceded few silly goals. Another soft foul. It's going to be the last action of the first half. And a set piece opportunity for Real Malabar Football Club. The referee is seeking for medical intervention. The way Lucas Indians can pass like that too if they are drilled in a particular method. It is possible. That's what football at a grassroots level is all about in India. Bring your style. It's a beautiful thing passing. Vinu Jose. highly anxious. He's increasingly worried because his team is trailing by a goal, and now they've got a set piece chance to level things up, and not a great quality delivery. And half time then, here at the MS Corporation Stadium between LUCA Soccer Club and Real Malabar Football Club, with the Blues heading into the break with a 1-0 lead, thanks to that strike from Vishnu on the 37th minute mark. That is the only goal differentiating these two teams.
Lucas for Real Malabar FC. Jersey number 41 Faiz, replaced by jersey number 48, Adar Seal.
So, welcome back. You are watching RAMCO Kerala Premier League live on the YouTube channel of Sportscast India. Half time, LUCA Soccer Club leading by a goal. It's been a half of two contrasting styles, with the team in yellow, Real Malabar, looking to play direct, committing men forward, and LUCA Soccer Club with their possession football, patient and probing, who waited for the right moment to attack and exploited the gap behind the defenders. It was a perfect build-up. Vishnu finishing the move from Sukil's cross just inside the 6-yard box. An early change from Real Malabar as well, as the number 48 Adhar CV comes in for Faiz. And we are underway with the second 45 minute. The team in yellow, the Real Malabar, operating from the left to right, defending their goal on the right is LUCA Soccer Club. Straight away, trying to come forward. The number 12, the goal scorer Vishnu. Going across on that occasion, Rafi. Here is an early cross, headed away. Nodded down. A wayward pass, picked up by Bibin Boban. Looking to play forward. Slight mistake from the goalkeeper. Deemed as a foul. Bibin Boban played for Mahatma Gandhi University for South Zone in the inter-university competition. And Sukhil, another crucial player who played for MES Mampat in the TNI Inter-College Football Tournament. Both of them are trying to stabilize the central midfield region for LUCA Soccer Club, providing with the likes of Mohammad Lutaif and Shahid. Now Real Malabar going past two players. He's gone one, waiting in the box. In the number 99, Sajid. That's a high cross into the top netting. No deflection. Goal kick. And now Badish carrying it forward. Plays it to the left. Lucas Soccer Club had to face a lot of adversities playing from behind, but they continues to do that, which shows the confidence, which shows the belief in their system. And almost as if keeping the ball on the deck and passing it around have become a part of their DNA. They can't play it long. Slowing down the tempo as well, and maintaining a deep line, keeping things tight at the back. And the moment that they crosses the halfway mark, tries to increase men forward. As should CK, losing out there, tried to take it into his stride and not succeeding. Vishnu, surrounded by three yellow shirts. In fact, those three in yellow comes out on top. Another hopeful ball. A tussle going on between the number 15 Badish and the number 11 Nandu. The former is down. A win will take LUCA Soccer Club to third. It's going to be the first win of this campaign. The last season in Group A, they finished fifth. They collected 5 points from 5 games, one win, two draws, and two losses. They scored 5 goals and conceded four. This term, however, they managed to score 2 goals in 2.5 games. Not a great number. A lot of games coming up. The tougher ones, of course. Drop points against teams placed at the bottom half. And here comes the number 12, Vishnu. Vishnu with a turn of pace. Can't get the cross in. And getting his foot in just at the right time was Ziad. Showing the experience in his locker. Nicely done. Selling one dummy. Finding a little bit of space. A good ball. Keeper slightly advanced. He can capitalize and he's lofting it over the goalkeeper. But it's not on target. A great presence of mind there from Sajid. Trying to wriggle away from the marker. Lob the ball over the advanced goalkeeper. Almost managing to do that. Sajid couldn't keep it on target. Forcing LUCA Soccer Club to play it quick in that bargain, committing mistakes. It's been a very tactical game so far. At the moment they are conceding possession in LUCA Soccer Club, the team in yellow, they're onto it in a flash. Jersey number 48, Adhav will be taking this free kick. The man who replaced Faiz in the second half, the left full back. It's a teasing delivery, headed away for a corner. Header coming in from Arshad. Real Malabar Football Club trying every possible way out to dissect that very physical defense of LUCA Soccer Club. Header is still bobbing in the area, running across to get it. Ijaz failed to create room for the cross, and now this counter could be on. The number 14, Shibil, bearing down on goal. Shibil cutting through the middle. Here is the chance, and a fine save from Sandeep. With his right arm flung up just at the right time. Finding Vishnu, who goes for goal. One-hand save from Sandeep. This time it's Lutaev towards the back post. Good covering. An acrobatic clearance. They will look to repair this attack. A nice give and go. Oh, that's a late challenge. From the number 40, Asif. Not been creative so far. Something which was not the case in that game against Wayne United. He was given the freedom to push slightly up. In comes the free kicks, but decisive touch. Well, it's 2-0 for LUCA Soccer Club. And this time is the skipper getting into the act. What a fine finish from Sahid. and 2-0 for LUCA Soccer Club. An inch perfect free kick, getting there ahead of the defender and finishing that move, the skipper Shahid. A well worked goal by LUCA Soccer Club, and they have doubled their money against Real Malabar Football Club this evening. Well worked, nicely thought out, that set piece, training ground trick, succeeding.
LUCA soccer ക്ലബിന്റെ ഗോൾ നേടിയത് 54-ാമത് മിനിറ്റിൽ ജേഴ്സി നമ്പർ
Arshad
19 മുഹമ്മദ് ഷാഹിദ്.
Shahid wins the header. His tail is up. That pass nicely cut out by Adarv. Free kick taken quickly. Takes route one. A strong header. Picked up on the halfway area. Turning away from his marker and finding Adarv. Adarv back to Asif. And now Nandu. Nandu getting caught out. Real Malabar almost getting caught out in possession. And now continuing his run is Shibil. Shibil has got Vishnu racing inside the area. And the number 30 Lutaev on the far side. Choosing his options on the right flank. He'll play there. Switching flings. Superb ball. Getting there with his pace. Nandu. Working the channels. He's got a man outside him. Deciding to come inside and take a shot. And deflected behind. And corner kick. And that was a decent play from Real Malabar Football Club. Trailing by 2 goals to 0. But can they pull one back here? Too much height. The intention was to include Shahid. They tried to head the ball across the face of the goal. There are a lot of players in yellow waiting in the middle. Too much height and too much weight on that particular corner. Playing short again, taking all this. Oh, nicely done. And now gap opens up. Vishnu, he can run towards the goalkeeper. A nice dink into the middle. Pull back. And the shot has gone over. An excellent spell of possession from LUCA Soccer Club. Look at that. Vishnu with a nice dink towards the number 14 Shibil. And here is back flick towards the number 16 Shukhil. Shot went over the bar. Bibin bringing it down for Sukhil, spreading it out wide. Ziad is all the overlap. Bibin Bowen still holding on to the ball. A perfectly weighted pass. But Adarv was covering well. Losing out. Run coming in through the inside channel. 2 waiting in the middle. And 3-0 for LUCA Soccer Club. It's all happening here at the EMS Corporation Stadium, Kohikor. And LUCA Soccer Club working like a well-oiled machine this evening. Exploiting the channels. That was a fine ball. The number 14 getting the touch. Shibil on the score sheet. And LUCA Soccer Club are 3-0 up against Real Malabar Football Club. The front three of Lucas Club among goals. Good to see. That is what Nawaz Kevi expected from his attackers to step up to the occasion.
LUCA Soccer Clubന്റെ ഗോൾ നേടിയത് ജേഴ്സി നമ്പർ 14 സിബിൽ CK. സമയം 59 മിനിറ്റ്.
A nice little triangle. Boban being the final man. Acres of space on the right. He keeps it in. The flag has gone up. The hour mark. The Lucas Soccer Club. They are in a handsome lead of 3 goals. Equally very tight at the back. They're playing a very tactical game. Tactically outmaneuvering Vinu Jose. In the end, is the quality that always tells. Those two in the engine room, in Bibin, Boban, and Sukil. And those creative options, those outlets for Lucas Soccer Club, Shahid and Mohammad Taif are doing wonders so far in terms of exploding down the flanks. And that was a clear push on Nandu. Only one change made so far. Real Malabar manager Vinu Joes blinking right from the beginning of the second half, bringing in Adolf Sivi in place of Faiz. No changes made by Nawaz Kevi. These things are going according to plan so far. A double change coming up. Dilshad Ahmed seems like will be the one, along with the number 20 Amal Manas. And the number 46 Ijaz comes off. Amal replacing Ijaz. And Jalal makes way for Dilshad.
number 14, Sibyl CK, replaced by jersey number 10, Charles Ofio Corco. And jersey number 15, Abdul Badesh, replaced by
From the
jersey number
ground, we are
17,
back again, and header is flashed wide from that free kick by the number 27, Dilshad Ahmed. Sorry for the interruption. Internet issues from the ground stopping us from bringing you the live images. And now everything's back up and running. Uh, Thankfully, no goals missed. That was an inch perfect. Dilshad rising high, just climbing over Rafi to get his header away. Couldn't divert it on goal. And with the inclusion of Dilshad and Ajmal, number 20 is going to operate from the right left, which means Sajid is going to be dropping into a midfield role alongside Nandu, and Dilshad will be playing slightly higher as a centre forward in the middle. This time free kick from the left hand side, working the goalkeeper at full stretch. Bipin with a solid punch away. The attack is still on though from Real Malabar. That was the free kick, stretching the goalkeeper, but Sandeep, but Shibin had that covered. Turning towards goal, trying to march ahead. Misplaced pass bringing the move to abrupt halt. Here's the number 10, Charles, has come on. A foul on Sajid again. He's down. That was the free kick taken by the number 66 of Real Malabar. And the play stopped again. Real Malabar Football Club, one of the 8 franchisee entries in the tournament this term. 14 teams participated in the last campaign. 22 in this one. Divided into 2 groups, where the top 2 teams will be qualifying for the semi-final. The bottom placed 2 teams going to be relegated. Now caught in possession. It could be a breakaway move for Real Malabar. They couldn't get in quality cross. Dilshad's attempt deflect out. A chance from a corner again. They've had plenty of those in this half and not been able to make it count so far. Cleared away from the front post with a lot of ease. One dummy on his right foot. Fired over the top. And this time the number 6, Shahid, the right back of Real Malabar. Couldn't control his shot. Oh, given away again. A shot is blocked this time by Arshad. LUCA Soccer Club defending with bodies on the line. That is exactly the requirement of the hour. Just trying to keep possession in LUCA Soccer Club. trying to keep the Real Malabar away from the ball. The more they can do that, more chances of coming out with full 3 points. You can see here playing with a lot of confidence. Number 10, Charles, touching it behind. That's a great diagonal. He's got Charles ahead of him. Racing through the middle is the number 12, Vishnu. Vishnu falls for the number 17. Back to Vishnu, the goal scorer. One way, then the other. Puts a break on his run. Shot on the turn. Straight to the goalkeeper. Sandeep this time, who was perfectly placed at his near post. And we are in for an exciting last 20 minutes. And Sajid is offside. That was the chance. Putting a break when he was about to burst. And then taking the shot on the half turn. Instructions for the Ghanaian. His debut game in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League in LUCA ASC colours. And Nawaz KV just decided to give him some game time. He's dejected on the bench, this man, Vinu Jones. And asking for a change. Tomorrow again in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League, Kerala Blasters will be in action in Group B at the Maharajas College ground. Do not forget to tune into that. Lots of mouth-watering encounters in queue in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. The fixtures for the month of March is already out. There are going to be double headers as well. We'll see matches to be played in the Thrissur Municipal Corporation ground as well. A few teams from Thrissur in Group A, Parapur FC Kerala, two of them. Both the clubs will get a chance to play their matches at their home turf. Beautifully brought down by Charles. He finds Bibin. Bibin's pass is blocked. Nandu finds number 44 as an outlet. Ishal skips away from one, goes all the way across. Goal kick. Joshua Denny then. Here's a second change made by Nawaz. He replaces Vishnu. Here you can see Badish playing with a lot of fire and getting acknowledgement from the technical area as well. And that's the kind of commitment you want to see from a youngster. Has the experience of playing for clubs like Kerala Blasters. Tasted success, lifted the title, taking it into his stride, and now the Ghanaian is racing from the right hand side. He's got one waiting in the middle, goes on his own. He's claiming for a corner. The man in the middle says it's a goal kick. That was a delightful run by the Ghanaian Charles down the right channel. Bibin Bowen. Nicely controlled. The number 30, Lutaev, continuing his run. This time, Charles was waiting in the middle. Couldn't wrap his head around the ball well. Too much pace on the cross as well. That was the moment for Charles to register his first goal in the Kerala Premier League. It's not the end of the season though for him. There's going to be a lot of matches coming up next month. LUCA Soccer Club just making a statement that they are not going to be an easy side to play against. There are no pushovers in this competition. They have come here to make a statement. They have got the quality, they have got the spice in the squad to finish into the top half. The initial target will be finishing among the top two teams and qualify for the semi-final. This is their second season in the RAMCO Kerala Premier League. And the last time, however, missed out just by a solitary point. And I remember the three teams finished on 6 points in the end. And the second spot was decided by goal difference. And that is how close the middle stack of the league was. Nice reverse ball. Here is the skipper Shahid looking to slip through the Ghanaian. Kept in play nicely. He's got the number 17 Ashwin for support. 13 minutes of regulation time left. Trying to weave his way through. It just showed a bit too much of the ball, the number 48. Decision making in the final third is very, very crucial. And that was Bibin Boban running into a defender in the end. An injured Bibin Boban just asked to leave temporarily and get treated. The referees officiating the games, the likes of Alok Brito and Musa Vaioli, have been terrific. We saw them in action during the scoreline Kerala Women's League as well. And also with the national event like Santosh Trophy coming up. Good chance for the referees of this particular state to officiate games at national level. Oh, a diving attempt, committing too early. There was plenty of cover behind, which is why he had the luxury of committing early. And now Charles, face to face with Shahid, goes in field. The ball just runs away from his own man. Dilshad. Play continues. Cross in from the right hand side. Sajid was lurking behind. Once again, easy clearance from Badish, who caught eye this evening. An ankle injury. An ankle injury to Dilshad, the man who's just come on, trying to dictate play from the middle of the park. LUCA player is down as well. And Charles so far has been impressive with his touches since he has come on, trying to make things happen. One long busting run down the right. Couldn't get the quality on the cross though. Had a chance to get his name on the score sheet, but couldn't keep the header on target. Just showing signs of what he is capable of producing, the Ghanaian. His first game though, still not 100% fit. Oh, look at that. Excellent footwork. Trying to get involved during his team's link-up play. Attempted through pass blocked. Picked up by Ashwin. Wide on the far right. Oh, heavy touch. And out for throw-in. Trying to race through. A nice sliding tackle. 9 minutes of regulation time left. It's been an easy cakewalk for LUCA Soccer Club so far. And one mistake on 37th minute mark brought down nearly 40 minutes of good work. They also had a couple of glorious chances within the first quarter. Shibble hitting the post. And now Charles has been released. Waiting for options. Charles is 3 in blue arriving into the area. Charles takes on the defender. Shot is over. He waited for those supports to arrive in the area. But in the end, deciding to test the goalkeeper from an acute angle. Charles is present. And now the first time cross! Oh! Just couldn't apply the finishing touches at the back post. And now time for the number 6, Mohammad Ajmal, to come in. He will replace Mohammad Lutaif. Oh, what a ball that was from Charles. He has been at the center of all the goods LUCA Soccer Club have produced in this last 5 to 7 minutes. Sufeid will also come in. 4 changes quickly made by Nawaz. And just having a look at his bench, giving them game time. It is important to keep all the players active, keep them fit, give them game time. Quite a lot of distance between whether the foul happened and whether the free kick were taken from. And card for the number 17 for a slight obstruction, Ashwin. A high ball again. That was slightly a miscommunication between Badish and Shibin. Thankfully, that comes to nothing. 6 minutes of regulation time left. We saw the game between FC Areekode and Gokulam. Pardon me, the game between Gokulam Kerala and SAD Tirur. A lot more open game. Both the teams attacked. Both the teams have had a lot of chances. But the score line reflects a different story though. The goalkeeper had to come out to cover. And not getting greater support from midfield, Sajid. He is an able attacker. Mohammad Ishal not been eventful in the second half. And not only him, the entire team of Real Malabar Football Club. Wind knocked out of their sails. Looking for someone to get them off the hook. Lacking a leader in each and every department. Real Malabar. A very quick challenge. The 44. He is away from Arshad. Stays on his feet. An excellent recovery challenge. It is not so easy going past the likes of Shahid. He is a strong lad. Vishal trying to show his quick pair of heels and not succeeding. Corner delivered. In comes the shot. Oh, hits the post. The loose ball cleared immediately by Badish. What a chance that was for Real Malabar Football Club to reduce the margin from Shahid's corner. And a shot from the second post hitting the foot of the front post. Falling into a blue shirt who makes a very quick clearance, Badish, before the likes of Shajid could pounce. Boban, defensive midfielder of LUCA Soccer Club, Boban, pushing into attacking area. He's lost the ball. He was dispossessed. Oh, what a committed piece of defending there from Badish. Heroic stuff from the youngster. Shahid again. It's a lofted ball getting it behind. It's Charles, still Charles. Can he finish it though? Oh, again, it's off the post. And third time it's happened in the game. Twice for LUCA Soccer Club and once for Real Malabar. And absolutely brilliant stuff. Catching Arshad flat-footed. Charles with his body feint, creating that angle for the shot, getting it away. Hitting the woodwork and going out. And it's Ashwin who will be taking this corner from the right hand side for LUCA Soccer Club. Ball delivered into the middle. Charles went up for it. It was headed back towards the number 17. What clever play from Ashwin. He just let it run out. Could have been offside. Number 12, Rashid, will be summoned. Just a minute of regulation time left. Rashid replaces Shahid.
Substitute for Real Malabar FC. This time was in Saeed Ali, replaced with jersey number 12, Rashid TP.
Played over the top on the right hand side. First time crosses in the offer. Just gone behind him. Charles is involved. But the shot has gone wide again. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Nothing left in this now for Real Malabar. They just got to make sure the LUCA Soccer Club refrains from extending the scorecard. And now there's the winning runner on the right flank. That is Dilshad. Stepping in at the right time again. Arshad. They have performed brilliantly as a defensive unit. Managed to ward off those host of pinballs that were being dropped inside the penalty area. Knockback has gone out of play. So LUCA Soccer Club heading towards their first win of the season. A comprehensive 3-0. 3 points collected with confidence this evening. They will now look to keep a clean sheet. Ishal. There is the covering man. The skipper Shahid is protecting his fullback. Went far too behind. And now they can throw on a counter here. LUCA Soccer Club. Charles is onside. Brilliant ball through the middle. Keeper is advanced and it's gone wide again. Chance after chance for LUCA Soccer Club. That was a great ball. Slipped through by Charles. The Ghanaian is really impressed since he has come on and getting involved in every move that LUCA Soccer Club tried to create, with him being the focal point up front. Just the sign of things to come in the future. Receiving treatment now. Not much time left. We already passed 3 minutes of stoppage time. Shahid, the scorer of the second goal, from that wonderful free kick. His deft touch, meeting it first time. Great timing of that stretch, of that attempt. Asking to retake it, the referee. Badish. Not getting the right first touch there. Charles. The keeper advanced. Might get caught out here. Very lucky on this occasion, LUCA. So that's the end of the story, folks. The match number 33 comes to a close. LUCA Soccer Club with a comprehensive 3-0 victory over Real Malabar Football Club, and with this win, they move on to third in Group A. Win takes them to 5 points from 3 matches. Real Malabar are facing their third defeat of this campaign, and they remain sixth with 3 points from 4 matches. So thanks for joining us on the YouTube channel of Sportscast India. Goodbye for now.
Player of the match, jersey number 19, Mohammad Shahad of LUCA Soccer Club. The memento is given by Dr. B. Ashok Kumar, CEO, Gokulam Kerala FC. Player of the match in memento സമ്മാനിക്കുന്നത് ഗോകുലം കേരള എഫ് സി സിഇഒ പി അശോക് കുമാർ. ഇതിന് അർഹനായത് ലൂക്ക സോക്കർ ക്ലബിലെ 19 നമ്പർ ജേഴ്സി അണിഞ്ഞ മുഹമ്മദ് ഷാദ്. Thank you, Dr. Ashok Kumar. Thank you very much. RAMCO കേരള പ്രീമിയർ ലീഗിൽ നാളെ വാസ്കോ ഒതുക്കുങ്കൽ കേരള പോലീസിനെ നേരിടുന്നു. നാളത്തെ മത്സരം കേരള പോലീസും വാസ്കോ ഒതുക്കുങ്കലും തമ്മിൽ.
क्या क्या